it is sad when you have to come and try and say a message yourself about something that happens to be a problem. Let me, I guess, clear some things from my own perspective. 1, humans are idiots. Hope that everybody knows that. I would say even myself is an idiot, but we all have our own opinion, and it does not help to not say the truth of at least what I think. And I think with many different opinions out there, it does help. Everyone believes in something. This is my belief. People are getting way too upset about every little thing, especially since last year. It's like we be offended by every little thing, from drama on social media, stuff that is YouTube, like Vine, which is technically no longer here, but it's here. It's just on YouTube now. Twitter, many different other types of social media where even the littlest thing, say even on news, where you're watching, I don't know, ABC News or something like that, and the littlest thing still seems to affect you. And so it's a little sad that we have to be offended so much by so many little things. Not to say that it isn't our right to be offended here in every little thing. But say, for instance, the things that are coming up currently, like the Muslim ban, honestly shouldn't be the problem here. With some people, it's like they're saying good riddance. With other people, it's like, why is this even necessary? Everyone comes from different backgrounds, and you know what? We've already made the mess of having people in. We're only gonna make it more of a trouble by trying to shut them out, only to bring them back. From what I understand of what Trump is trying to do with the Muslim ban. So I find that it's a little tedious to go through all of this trouble to have it happen. And to be honest, like, there's things that were allowed and some things that weren't. But people knew how this was going to go. It's just a matter of what they chose. People chose a man instead of a woman because some people had a problem with that. Some people chose him because of the fact they had a problem with, legal standing things. We had really no good choice in this matter, and we knew that this was gonna happen. So there's a lot of bitching and complaining for no reason. If you didn't think that this was gonna be a problem, why did you vote for him? I mean, Hillary was no better. And it's not to say that some of the things that Trump says aren't a problem. We do have way too many people in the United States as it is currently to really be on a equal level where there's not homeless people everywhere, where there's not, that kind of place in which people have to be. Yes, there's the problem with, veterans coming back and they don't have a place for themselves because so many people have come to get away from their own country to find somewhere safe or to have freedom for what they say. And I do not think that it is just Muslims that can cause the problem. In fact, if you really look at it, a good majority of the people who live in the U.S. hate the U.S. And they were born here. I mean, me myself do not like the United States of America because of the fact that we have just gotten so used to our rights that we just think that everything's ours. And it becomes a very difficult thing to say to a person, especially when you live here, and be like, well, why do you hate it? Why would you hate the place that you're born from? Very simple. In any cases that, we complain about a lot, but we got it good. Now, some of us, have it really good. Like how Donald Trump says, oh, my dad only gave me like a couple $1,000,000, billion, whatever. I don't even remember how he said it. But he's full of shit. Because some of us are lucky with like $1 in our hand to have a nice loving family, to have birthdays where we get lots of gifts and things that we want, to someone just getting, a pair of clothes for their birthday because they don't have any, or getting a actual meal because they can't afford it. Heck, getting nothing because of the fact they can't afford it. There are a lot of problems with the United States as it is, and we're the ones who caused it because, at the time, it was a good idea. Or maybe it was a bad idea, and no one stood up to say, hey, it's a bad idea. We knew that this stuff was gonna happen, and it honestly is a big problem that we should have, factored in, but it's really just like kind of our fault. We let the things that happen to us because of the fact, we're the ones who chose what was gonna happen to us. You have people crying over the fact that, we have to go back, but we might not be able to go back. Or we will be able to go back, but we won't be able to come back to the United States. Or we'll get stopped again. It's actually kind of unfair. Because, they're having to pay for this ticket that not even all of them can pay for. Which, I don't know. They may have made it so that they didn't have to pay for the ticket. I'm not really sure, because I was not in the situation for an Americani. But it really was our fault. We were told how it was gonna be. We told how it was going to affect everything. And we ignored it until when it happens. And we're gonna have a shitty 4 years of it. Because this is just the beginning of it. Because literally, to be honest, Trump, he is going to make severe mistakes that are going to cause us to have another 9/11. No offense that he's trying to do that, but we are only causing more people to look at us more downly. Downly's not a word, but look at us very ill-like, and kind of make it so that there will be another fight, that there will be another standoff, or hopefully not another war, whether it is with ourselves or with other countries. And really don't want to think about it, but to be honest, in any case of the way, any way you go, there is not a good option. We look at the world and, some people are nice. Some people are nice because they're a business. Some people are nice because they're popular. Some people are nice because they're truly nice. But sadly, the people who are nice because they are truly nice do not really get to pitch in that word or that idea that it might actually help. The smartest person in the world, like, most definitely could be the poorest person in the world. Just like the most talented or the most, bright-ideaed can't actually say anything because they don't have the money, they don't have the fame, they don't know where to start, or they can't do it because of the fact that there's no way for them, or they have to take care of their family, or many things in life that really hold people down. And everyone experiences it. From people dying to people losing jobs, or, they don't know where they want to be, or, which I say is most of us, but, to be honest, we as Americans, or as I'd like to say that everyone in America is, or has ever lived in America, that even means the immigrants and the people who are only here for, maybe a year. Taking that a little short, but, those sort of things still they cause you to really think about your life, because one person may have it great but don't like it, whereas the other person likes it but can't do it. I'm probably just babbling by now, but it's hard to keep faith in something that's already broken. And I say that this is how America is. We're already broken. But it's a good try to keep faith in the things that, are broken, but can slowly be repaired, even though they'll never be fully fixed. And they'll never fully work properly. And hopefully, by the end of these 4 years, hopefully something good would have actually came from it. I mean, everyone says that they either were about Obama and stuff like that, but he did try, and he did try to show it, even if it ruined, say, his marriage. He felt, at least I seem to think, felt more compassion for his country than his family, which can be admirable. And sometimes it can't. But I think that it's a really proud thing to say that at least we have that, even if it's the worst person that could ever be there. And I think people just need to be reminded of that. That life will suck politically, and, these things do change our lives, and we need to remember that. But in the hope that it'll always get better. Anyway, sorry for being in the dark. I only have one light on, but I hope you guys have a great day, and this is Oni. Bye.